Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Yes, I know I'm using my phone, my iPhone 11 Pro Max, recording this in 4K. This is by request. A lot of people have asked me, "Are you sure that there's no latency? Are you sure that like when you play Red Dead Redemption 2 that everything runs smooth?" And I'm like, "Yes." Here's what you need to understand about Google Stadia. Yes, of course, it requires a good internet, but it doesn't have to be state of the art, 1 gigabit down, 1 gigabit up. It could be something as, 250 megabits per second or 150 megabits per second. I have tested it with, hell, even 17 megabits per second. I was able to do 1080p 60. Now, people ask me, is this a real 4K? Look, most likely it's not native 4K. Most likely it's not native 4K. It's probably 2560 by 1440 being upscaled to 4K. But that's still pretty darn good for something that's being streamed from a cloud server somewhere. And then on top of that, you have HDR. On top of that, you have HDR. But another thing that looks really great about this Red Dead Redemption 2 is the fact that, to me, the graphics look a bit more redefined. They look a bit more smoother. Like the shadows look a bit more redefined, and everything seems to be more fluid. Like you barely see any jagged edged lines. Even when you switch to like a third person mode, I mean first person mode, you barely see any jagged lines. You see the detail as best as you can see it. And here, I purposely am bringing my camera closer to my OLED. This is my OLED E8, so you guys can see a little bit better. This looks pretty darn good, man, for something that's streaming from the cloud. And I think this is why you guys need to try this out. It's hard for me to show you this through a camera. It's something you need to see. And if you see it, if you experience it, you're going to say, hey, man, this feels as if I have a console connected to it. This feels as if I have a PC connected to it, to my television. But it's your PC is not connected, your console is not connected, but it looks as if you are connected to a console or a PC, like a very powerful PC. Okay? And another unique thing is not only do you have this feeling as if you are playing from a console or from a hardware, but at the same time you get all of the accolades that you get with the Xbox One X or PlayStation 4 Pro. You can easily go ahead and adjust your HDR. You can go to your HDR settings here. You can adjust them easily, just like you do on your Xbox One X or PlayStation 4 Pro. And this applies for every game. Every game you can go ahead and adjust the HDR. Maybe I can move it down a little bit here. Let me try some different things here. Let's see. Okay, that's too much. Let's try this. Let's try 130. Hold on, like this. Let's try it like this. And let me go back. Let's see how it looks. I mean, look at this detail. Look at this. Look how beautiful this looks. I mean, it's no different than the Xbox One X. Some people say there's a lot of compression. Guys, here, I don't see any compression. I just don't see it. Unless you want me to use a magnifying glass, I guess I'm supposed to use a magnifying glass like Digital Foundry. Guys, this is why I want to support Google Stadia, because I see a great potential here. And it's not just me saying this. There's a lot of people saying this. And it's usually the individuals who have tried it. And I'm the perfect example of that individual. This is coming from somebody who was skeptical and talking trash about this service. But now, once I've tried it, I realize that this is awesome. I realize this is very unique. Okay? And you have to try it. And I'll talk more about it in my video today, why you should definitely try this before you start making any kind of judgment on it. Honestly, you really got to put your hands on one of these Stadia devices and, you know, try it out for yourself. And you're going to come to the same conclusion that I have came, and you're going to understand why I'm supporting this. Okay? I mean, look at the sharp detail. Look at this, man. And listen to the sound, the 5.1 surround sound at the same time. Come on, guys. All right. So, well, there you have it. You know, again, I can make thousands of these videos recording in 4K like this. But again, to truly appreciate how good the Google Stadia runs and how smooth it is, you can't compare this to PlayStation Now. You can't compare it to any other cloud streaming service, man. Google really has proved to me that they have technology. They have technology to bring us amazing bitrate, 4K HDR with H.265 codec to render all of this. Okay, I'll talk more about it in my video today. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers. Have a good one.